G'day, VY tail shaft. A fairly knackered looking centre bearing. What people don't understand is, I've already pulled this apart, but it's taken a lot of work. Inside this splined area there is this little clip that sits in there, and that stops the shaft from coming apart. Not that it ever will, because it's bolted between two centres and it's held in the centre bearing. But anyway, you need to, if you look at videos, it recommends one of these, and you need to smash it. Bang, 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 like that, to separate this. Well, that's all very well if your tail shaft is well lubed and looked after. Not like this one. So if you're going to continue to bash these tangs, you're going to break them or bend them. This one has got a lot of rust and was very, very cantankerous. So I ended up making this little baby. Now this is a 5 kilo slide hammer with a flange which bolts to the end of this, which gives me a full pull on each of these 3 flanges. It's the only way to separate a tail shaft without damaging any of the flange and bending it, especially when they get to this point where they've got so much rust. Believe it or not, the bearing pretty much just fell off because it still had a bit of grease on the journal. By the way, there's also an O-ring that sits up in here. So don't go getting a bloody great big hammer and smashing this, because you're going to bend them or break them. If you've got a welder and you can make one of these things up, it's just a bit of plate, a bit of tube, a threaded nut, and this is a threaded coupling in there that I've welded in there, 16mm threaded rod. This was a bit of hydraulic ram which was broken off. I found it at the scrapyard. I bored a hole through it. It's 5 kilos, it's bloody heavy. And believe me, it took 7 good belts to separate this tail shaft because it was so rusted together. As you can see, it would not move. You'll destroy your tail shaft if you just use a hammer. Food for thought.